Hey guys, it's Connor21 back here with a quick tutorial on some computer crap stuff. So I've got a few monitors here, a disk drive, which does have a floppy disk in it. I'm storing a few programs on it, a standard computer, and then a wireless modem here for a RedNet. Getting some stuff set up so I can set up an automatic system that will change all my raw materials into usable stuff. So I don't want that gold ore. I'll automatically pump it down underground, let my machines take care of everything, and then bring it back. But I'm setting up an automated system to do that, and I'm going to choose to use a computer so I can turn stuff on and off whenever I want to. If I'm getting low on power, it can just automatically shut itself off. The first step is writing a program that when you restart the game, you escape, you save and quit, and then you come back, the program needs to automatically start up again as well. Otherwise, either everything in your mind is going to turn on or everything in your mind is going to turn off. That's just where I put all my automated stuff, is in the mind. So that's what I say. If when they're receiving a signal they turn on versus when they're receiving a signal they turn off, either way you're going to end up in trouble with nothing going through or everything going through, whether you have power or not. So I'm going to show you guys how to set up a program that's going to automatically do that. I've made one that locks this computer. I play with multiplayer sometimes. You've probably seen one of my brothers or a friend or whomever in one of my videos. And I've set this one up so that it essentially just locks. So you need to punch in a password. My password's turtle. I didn't lock it. So lock is that, and then if I'll just show you. I can reboot, which is the same as if you just shut it off and turn it back on. I've set this message to automatically turn on when it starts up, but then it asks me to enter my password. This thing is going to happen as well whenever I restart the game, save it, and then come back sometimes later. So turtle's the password on that one. LS, or list, is going to show you this list of programs that aren't normal, other than ROM. ROM is normal, it starts there. Disk is this disk here, so it's in here. Then I've got CLS, which is a program I wrote. It clears the screen. I like it a little bit better than the clear program that comes with it. Lock is the program there, and then startup is default. It's going to be there, but it's going to have nothing in it. So if you put a startup program there, it'll know to read that one. Let's edit lock and see what it does. So first thing I do is I clear the screen. So term.clear, and then term.set_cursor position. Term just kind of means myself. So clear my screen and then set the cursor position, which generally relates to a monitor up here to 1, 1. So it'll be on the very top left where that D is. Then we're going to print a message, enter password, and then doing a little bit of logic here. While read does not equal turtle. So it's reading whatever I input, and while whatever I input does not equal turtle, case sensitive turtle, we're going to do something. We're going to print incorrect password, we're going to end, and we're just going to go right back up to the while. Whenever this is true, we'll come through it, we'll end, and then we'll pass it. But until this condition is true, until whatever it reads is turtle, it's going to print incorrect password, and it's going to start all over again. Then we're going to just clear the screen again and set the cursor position to 1, 1. That program doesn't... You can't make a program start itself when the computer starts up, but what you can do is make the computer start the program when the computer starts up. So edit startup. If you didn't have that file, by pressing edit and then whatever, it'll automatically make it. First thing I do is I sleep for about a second and a half, a second and a quarter here, just because I can. Then M equals, I'm making this thing called M. It's the monitor above me. I'm just telling it how to act, writing some messages, that kind of thing. Turning on the Wi-Fi essentially here, the wireless modem on my side. And then what I do is I just do shell.run. It says, okay, I want to run a program. That's how I get to that, and then I just punch in the program name. Inside quotes here, you can't just, you can't just type lock, because it doesn't know what that is. It doesn't know if you're trying to punch in code, because I could do lock equals 3, and now it thinks I've just made a thing that I'm calling lock, which equals 3. So I've got to just tell it that I'm running a program, and then the program name, and it'll search for that. It'll find it if it's on a disk over here. It'll find it if it's on the computer. It'll find it if it's even connected and receiving it via wireless modems. So if you've got one computer that sleeps for no time and just starts broadcasting out programs, and then these other computers sleep for a little while and then start picking up on those programs, it'll even find that. When it runs this lock program, it's essentially the same thing as just coming over here and typing lock. It just says enter password. If we enter, S, it just says incorrect password, say something else. I can just keep doing whatever, and it's not going to let me in unless I punch in turtle the correct password. I will warn you guys that this program does it runs forever until you punch in the right password or until it restarts. And it launches as soon as it restarts, and there's no way to stop that. So if you forget the password, the only thing you can do is pressing and holding the control key at the same time as the T, as in Tom key, will terminate the running program. So if you end up getting yourself stuck here in a loop and that kind of thing, that's what it's in. It just keeps doing things or waiting for something until time runs out, you save the game, or until you punch in the right password. So you can press Control T, so like if I go lock, if I press and hold Control T, it's for about 3 seconds or so you're going to need to hold T. It's going to print terminated, and that's going to say, okay, your program ended, now what? If you're trying to lock a computer, I wouldn't tell people about that one because there's no way to bypass it. That's a good trick if you forget your password or something. So that's all I've got for you guys here. Remember to smash that like button underneath, subscribe for new video updates. As always, if you have any questions or if it's not working for you, feel free to email me at comnerd21@gmail.com or leave it down in the replies there. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. See you all later.